Hello, this is Gerald van Was. You could ask me the question like, how do you come to the conclusion that every letter has a specific orientation and that's it? So that's the same for all the words or all the associations. And how can you come to just the idea that there is just one significant association possible there? While, for instance, even if you see in Chinese, you have here so many different words, like you have with the letter R, you have here the one is one of these words is to, the other one is ear, and the other one is something extra. It's all R. Yeah, the Chinese have, of course, also in the tones some extra variations there to pinpoint where exactly is the association, on which level is this association. That's more or less what I say. It's indeed all R, but with more subtle variations, and I will explain them to you very quickly. But you have here not just R, but it's R, R, R. Almost impossible for the first time that a Western listener listens to it. But I will explain you how close these significances are to each other, because it seems like to or ear has nothing to do with each other, but it's not like that. There's a way of thinking behind that which makes very logical sense, and I will show you. When we start to use center point of positions as the number one, we have a center position of which we can use again and again. It's the E, the 1. E is the same position of where we start from, where we or I start from. I is also the I. The I is the first, actually my first experience of first hand of what I see is the first and most important thing of my perception. What you see is also from where all the processes start. The solar sun has also just one center. It's one center where all the processes in time come from. It has also a center point of vision. It starts from this one or E, and it is R, which is almost the R. The R is the connecting point. It is already connecting via the R. The R in my theory is actually the connecting points in time and space at the right positions where they make the connection stronger, so that you can see the connection stronger in time and space. That's where the letter comes in. And with this one centered point of vision, from there, of course, from our eye, which is the first perception from there on, there we have our vision into the world, and where the sun is the first starting point or one, the moon is the reflection. The ear also, in the same way, is, as you can see in the symbol how it has been written, a reflection of that first position from the eye, and that makes a connection. It makes connections. It doesn't start connections. With the eye we start to think from, we start our visions from, we start all of our distinctions from, divided in that way, or at that moment already in like you say, in the triple vision, how we can see things. Here this triple visions is divided further, and it's coming from somewhere else. The hearsay is coming from somewhere else. It's via the ear, so it's at a second position. It's R, and that's why it is also fitting with the number 2. So it's closer to each other once you start to notice and realize how positions of thinking start from. The thinking process not just start from geometrical positions, they also start from a center point of division, a second point of vision, a derived point of vision. These kind of things are there in grammatics as well. They are there in the vowels. They are there in the numbers. They are there everywhere. It's a way of thinking that you can see there. So it's closer to each other, even with the number 2, as with a tone that reflects immediately to the number itself, with a dependent tone to the second vision. So we first have the center, then the vision. So the second, it's already a derived version. It's a dependent version. So we're dependent on what these 2 will mean. So R is better. And then we even have the extra R. We can add that to as well. That are the things that we can have as well. This is something that you say, okay, I have some extra. I have the extra to include another 2, another pair, another extra, and. That's the way to think, and that's why all the letters are close to each other in meanings, but it demands a little bit to get used to this way of thinking in these levels. It can be compared to grammatics to a degree as well. You could do it differently as well, but the way how they are founded in not just a geometrical association, but goes much wider. I hope I introduced this in this video already as well. Thank you very much. Bye.